Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video on my channel. Now, literally this morning I got a book that I've been interested in reading for a while. But once I finally got the book, I found a few problems with it, which really annoy me. And that book is Superman Reborn, the event that crossed over with, if it would focus, Action Comics 973 to 976 and Superman 18 to 19. Now, this is a relatively thin hardback, and you really notice it. We're now going to go into the depth of the problems that I've found with it already. Now, the first thing that I noticed when trying to open this book, right, as you can see, it's already trying to close itself. So look, if I even want to start here, it just wants to close itself. And I thought they'd fix this problem. For example, here is the Flash, and when I open this book, as you see, it's not as bad. Like, at least the book stays open. Like, I really haven't sort of done the whole trick where you basically fold down the pages, but as you see, really not much work had to go into that for me to keep this book open. But this book, like, already, as you can see, just me trying to open that, that's wanting to close. So, I mean, we can try the same thing that I tried with the other book. It's just by the look of it, it is really, like, tight binding. Like, if I try and bend that page down, as you see, it still just wants to close. As you see, that is way too much of a tight binding when it's honestly closing itself. Now, other than that, it is a really pretty book. I'll give it that. Like, I haven't read any of the material in here, but that's the cover. Like, as you can see, just that widespread where you have Lois, Clark, this weird looking world. Like, it's a beautiful book. Just here lies the problem, if it will focus. Focus. As you can see the ribbon, but then it's sort of glued in, and already it just naturally wants to slam shut. Like, it's a thin book anyway, so that's where the problem will be. And I sort of hope that it isn't the same problem with the button hardback that's coming out, so involving the Batman and the Flash. If it has the same problem, I'm gonna be really disappointed, because even when we try going to the middle of the book, there's no sort of bit that I can find where it wants to stay open. It just naturally wants to close. Even if I try going to the back just wants to close. Now, that is extremely tight binding. Now, I thought DC had figured out the problem and sorted it out, but this is just way too thick of a binding. And one thing that I've also noticed, little just side note, is all their event books in Rebirth seem to be the same sort of size, but not compared to the deluxe books. Like, I'll show you what I mean now. Now, as you can see, these are 2 event books, so Justice League versus Suicide Squad and Superman Reborn. And that's the sort of size, they're like a uniform size. But one thing that I've noticed is the deluxe edition books are slightly taller. And it sort of annoys me, because would they not just have it the uniform size and maybe just print it on sort of bigger paper? I sort of noticed that once this book arrived, that I noticed that with the Justice League versus Suicide Squad. And I was like, could this be because it's one of the first deluxe or hardbacks they've done? But no, now that I compare it, the Flash is just that bit bigger than the others, and I believe it's the same with the rest of the deluxe editions. And that just sort of annoys me looking at it on a shelf, because like hardbacks do have that sort of size. Like, taken for example, Star Wars Darth Vader. It's more in line with that sort of size anyway. What other book do we have? Even like another DC book, The Monster, which is Gotham Central. That's also the same size, so it would sort of look weird on your shelf if you have all your hardbacks together, and you have things like your Omnibuy, your deluxe editions, and then you suddenly just have these smaller event books, and it sort of annoys me. But yeah, this is a sort of rant that I just wanted to go on with, because I got this Superman Reborn book, and it sort of annoyed me how like the binding is that thick, or that tight, should I say, that tight, that it's really difficult to even read the book. So yeah, that's just a warning. If you are planning to pick up this book, it might just be better for you just to pick up the trade version of it, because this is way too thick of a binding that it's almost difficult to read. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.